Monday, I got up an hour and 7 minutes late because my Alexa alarm didn't go off. And I got up and I'm like, what in the world? And I had a lot of things I wanted to do. And so I was annoyed at that. I'm like, really? You didn't go off? And then I had a bunch of stuff in the new house I wanted to go outside in the backyard and take care of. And I looked out and it's raining. I go, are you kidding me? It's raining. Really? Oh my gosh. And so I put on my Adidas sweats that I put on every single day, right? And so, don't judge me. And so I put them on, and what I do every day, I go to cinch up the strings, and I got one string, and then I don't know where the other string's at. It is all the way in the back. That hasn't happened to me since the 7th grade. So then I start to, that whole where you're just trying to work it all the way through, and I can't quit, I can't give up. And so I'm like, no, it's fine, I'll battle you all day. And so I just go and I go for about 22 minutes. I'm just going and going, and I finally get that thing through, and I tighten that thing up. And I'm like, is this going to be one of those days? What's going on with my day? And so then I'm like, you know what, I just need to get some breakfast in me. So I go and I pour me a big bowl of Lucky Charms. I'm so excited for it. I open up the fridge, there's no milk. I go, of course there's no milk. Good for my day. This is going to be one of these days. There's no milk in the fridge. And so what's funny about this whole situation, I go, you know what, I'm just going to go work on my sermon, talking about what I say. So on the way, as I'm walking over to work on my sermon in my office there, I go, you know what, I just need to get the router. I got this new router. I hooked it up after my old router just to make sure it worked for a week. I'm like, let me just get the router done real quick and just get that out the way. And all I did is I unplugged the old router and I plugged it into the new router. That's all that I did. And I shut all internet down. Every internet probably in the world, if you lost internet on Monday, it was because of that right there, which was fun because I guess I shut down all of Mesa Public Schools in my home because they're all homeschooling, whatever they're doing, the home thing. So I just got kids like, oh my gosh, what's going on? You thought the house was on fire, right? There's no internet. I'm like, I'm fine, I got it, right? And so what's fun is now I get to call Cox. And I don't know if you've ever tried to call Cox. They have a team of experts whose only job is to hide the Cox phone number from all of us out there. It is easier, probably, to get the President of the United States cell phone number than it is to get the technical help phone number, but I found it, and I worked, and I got him. And then I got on there. I waited 17 minutes for somebody to get with me, and then it was an hour and 22 minutes until, for whatever reason, we got internet. And I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. I finally got the internet up, and so now everybody's happy in the house. And so then I go, let me get on the computer. Well, my Mac, which always works, says, no, I'm not going to do it today. I'm taking Jason's advice. This is my 1 out of 7. I'm taking the day off. And so he just doesn't, he don't want to work. He won't get on the internet, so I battle him. And at that point, Pastor Scott, who always talks positive, I text a buddy and I go, this is going to be one of those days that everything takes me 100 times longer than it has to. So I'm putting words out there. My fruit is out there. And so finally, I get the computer working, and I'm like, okay, email. And I went email, and then this email is what got, the city of Mesa sent me an email, sent me a $2,000 water bill. I know. I said, really? Today's what? Really? $2,000? I have a major leak in the backyard. $2,000 water bill. I'm like, are you? And just that, literally, right after I saw that, I'm like, are you kidding me? A guy comes in this working on, he goes, Pastor Scott, a tree fell in your pool. I said, tree? He goes, yeah, tree fell in pool. I said, why? He's like, don't know. I'm like, oh my, are you kidding me? I'm so mad. One of my beautiful trees is now falling in my pool. I go out in the garage because I'm so, and I don't even know what I'm in the garage. I'm looking for something to take care of a tree in pool. I don't know what I have that's in there. And so I go in and I'm looking, and I had a drill standing up. I had my pegboard all set up, my awesome little places all set up. And I didn't bump it. I brushed up against my drill. I just brushed it. And it went boop, boop, and it flipped over, and it had a long thing on it, and it hit one of my pegs that holds 38,000 screws in it. That's what it holds. It's got this little container. And it hit it in the perfect way where it went like this, and it catapulted 38,000 right through the door that was open into the garage, into every box. I let out a scream of words no pastor has ever said before in the history of man. We'll watch it in heaven and be like, oh, man. I was so angry and fired up. I literally just ran out to the backyard. I was so full of power. I felt like Samson, inch for inch. I was the most powerful person. I just grabbed that tree. I'm like, get out the pool. I was so mad at it. I just picked that thing up, got it out of the pool. I was just so full. And then I'm looking at the pool. Now it's got a bajillion leaves in it. And I'm like, fine, let's get all the leaves out too. That's fine. This is my day. And I went and I grabbed the pool net, on the long, long cord. And I have a lot of, had a lot of low-hanging trees. I have a low-hanging tree now, like big trees. And so I've got the pole, and I'm getting the leaves out, and the long pole brushed up against one of the low-hanging, which just happened to be holding 82 gallons of water. And it came right down on my head. It was like Flashdance. I was like a maniac, right? It was just all... I've never been that wet in my entire life. Never. I've taken showers and not got that wet. I was so wet. I went to say something, but there was something in my soul. There was something in my spirit that would not allow me to say anything else negative. It put me back, and I went, today is going to be a great day. The rest of my day is going to be awesome and amazing. God, this is your day. I want things are going to start going my way for the rest of the day. And I grabbed that, and all of a sudden, all the leaves, I've never seen it before. You know how you have to chase leaves? They all seemed to circle, and I got them all in one scoop. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, because this is my day. I went like that. I went in the house, and I'm drying off, and all of a sudden, Holly comes in. She's like, hey, handyman. I'm like, yeah, this is my day. This is my day. Let's skip ahead an hour now. I'm kidding. 7 minutes. And so let's skip ahead 7 minutes. I'm like, yeah, this is my day. And just then something quickened in my spirit to text the bill to the amazing guy that sold me the house, homeowners. And by the time I got to the garage, he had given me a phone call. He said, man, that stinks. He goes, here's what I'm going to do. He's like, I'm going to leave all of your trees, your irrigation trees, I'm going to leave them on the well water. He's like, I wasn't going to do that. He's like, I don't know, I just feel like I need to leave them on the well water, which will save you about $200 a month for as long as I own the house. In just 1 year, I'll make way more than that $2,000 water bill. Come on, somebody out there. In 10 years, it's 100 times what the devil tried to steal from me. God gave back instantly because of the words that I spoke. I went out in the garage, and as I was walking by something, I had all these Legos of old Peyton's Legos, right, in this little tote like this. And I brushed it up like this, and it went to fly off, and I went to catch it, and I flipped it over. And I'm like, no. But you know what I always do? I always catch things. Like if I drop my phone, I catch it on my foot. And so I went like that, boom. And I could never do it again. I caught it on my foot. Not a single Lego came out. And I said, that's what I'm talking about, Dave. I made my day my B. Come on, somebody out there. I made it my best is what I made it when I say my B. Some of you out there need to make your day your B. Make it your best. Make 2021 your B. Make it the best year yet because you changed your speaking. This is going to be a great year. I'm prosperous in whatever I do. Wherever I go, I got God's favor on my life. The hand of God's on my life. What's been born of God will overcome the world. Sickness and disease, you can't be in this. You can't be inside of me. I'm blessed when I go in, and I am blessed when I go out. I am exceedingly blessed in all that I do, all that I say, and all that I give. It's going to be the best year yet. That's the only thing we say. And when I try to get away, I'm a prisoner of hope. I can't escape hope. I can't escape God's expectations for my life. Even when I try to have a bad day, I come right back to having a great day.